Rise with India podcast on ET Now.
Good morning and thanks for listening in. This is a daily morning update from ET Now and I'm Alex Matthew. Today is the 22nd of July. Here's everything that you need to know. The highly contagious Delta variant of COVID-19 is expected to become the dominant strain of the virus over the coming months. That's according to the World Health Organization. The Geneva-based organization said overall 3.4 million new COVID-19 cases were reported in the week to the 18th of July, up 12% from the previous week. In updates on the weather, heavy rainfall is expected to continue over West and Central India over the next 3 to 4 days, while the intensity of precipitation over North India is likely to decrease. That's according to the Indian Meteorological Department. Widespread rainfall with isolated heavy to very heavy rain is expected to continue over the west coast, the adjoining interior areas and the Gujarat region for the next 4 to 5 days. The Centre has begun a comprehensive review of the Goods and Services Tax Law as well as various rules pertaining to the levy to provide clarity on issues that have cropped up since it was rolled out in July 2017. The review is aimed at clearing the air on issues such as whether services provided by back offices of multinational companies in India qualify as exports, which are zero rated and therefore don't face tax. Speaking of reviews and clarifications, the government is likely to offer detailed guidelines on the procedure to be followed by law enforcement agencies seeking information or content takedowns from social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook, according to top officials. This will form part of the clarifications to the intermediary guidelines that are being worked out by the Union Ministry of Electronics and IT. Watch out for the ruling by the Supreme Court on the request by telecom companies for permission to show the Department of Telecommunications that arithmetical errors were committed while computing their adjusted gross revenue dues. The order is being seen as crucial for cash-strapped Vodafone Idea. The telecom companies are hoping that if allowed to show the calculation errors to the DOT, their AGR liabilities will be reduced. The government is likely to limit benefits of employees at Air India only up to the time that it is an owner, setting the template for the privatization of other public sector companies as well as part of its ambitious strategic sale program. This is being seen as a sweetener to facilitate the transaction as employee costs at the national carrier are significant. Bitcoin has rebounded after Elon Musk reaffirmed his support for the cryptocurrency. The Tesla founder said he personally holds the token, as do Tesla and his space exploration company SpaceX. Speaking at the B Word conference hosted by the Crypto Council for Innovation, Musk discussed the outlook for Bitcoin with fellow backers Cathie Wood and Jack Dorsey. Bitcoin extended gains past $32,000, continuing a rebound after erasing most of its gains for the year. And with that, it's over to Rohit Singh for the trade setup for the day in India. Morning, Rohit. How are we looking today?
Good morning, Alex. We're down for 3 days in a row, giving up about 300 points in Nifty. Let's see how the street responds to banking heavyweight Bajaj Finance's numbers. Asia's tracking Wall Street, which ended higher overnight as investors shift focus to corporate earnings. The 10-year US yield clawed back to 1.28% from 1.21%, biggest one-day rise since June 16th. US crude oil was higher by about 4%, its best day since April 14th. Back home, the pace of fall this week has been quick, and one cannot rule out a technical bounce back. But 15,700 has now become the immediate hurdle, and market is increasingly looking like it is trapped in a sideways trend. FII's net sold shares worth about 2,800 crore rupees, while DII's net bought shares worth about 870 crore rupees. Let's talk about the active stocks. Bajaj Finance NPAs have risen quarter on quarter, and brokerages have sounded a caution on the asset quality after the numbers. Asian Paints has posted a positive demand outlook as the second wave is easing. Shares have hit a record high. Watch out for the street reaction to results of ICICI Pru, Fiat and Havells. Private equity group Bain, Carlyle and KKR are in the fray to acquire Hexaware from Baring PE for about $2.5 billion. The Supreme Court will today decide on the admissibility of telecom operators' plea to rectify the AGR demand by Department of Telecom. ET is reporting that Tata Sons chairman N. Chandrasekharan is all set to be appointed for a second term. Blackstone and investors are in talks with a consortium to raise about $1.1 billion to part finance the buyout of Emphasis. To recap, for all the gyrations, we are effectively where we were almost 2 months ago. Hopefully, banking will soon find its momentum for the up move to resume. That's all from my end. Wish you all a profitable day ahead. Thank you, and it's back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Rohit. And as always, thank you all for listening in. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day.
The Rise with India podcast on ET Now.